lovely family. I'm here to be with you today. And you are here with me, theoretically. So, I'm going to Laos soon, and that Lao, right, Luang Prabang, there is there are not a lot of pianos there, but there is a piano and a piano teacher that has a cafe, and it's called the Little Prince, and people go there and apparently play piano. She has been in Korea. She's Korean. Her name is Yoonji. So I found her on the internet. Let's turn on some lights here. Oh, this coffee is hot, so hot I can barely hold it. Look at that. It's all brewed up with that cream on top. But there's no cream in there or milk. That's literally just the bubbles on the coffee. Oh, that's good. That's one of the great things about Europe. I got one of those coffee makers where it like grinds your coffee and everything, and then makes it right away. That's so good, man. Okay, so the idea is that I think she said that I know she said that she cannot find piano tuners there. It's been like a year. So that place is so hot and humid and stuff. And so I'm going to bring my piano tuning hammer and the tuner, and let's just try to go there, support the team, right? Tune the piano, not for money, right? Just help. And then she'll probably let me, I would assume she would let me do a recording for us, for our dear, great teacher, Johannes. Sebastian. Why is his name Sebastian? Let's get into it, my friends. Oh, that was kind of loud. I have this new idea. So we don't have to play mic games around and around the merry-go-round. Let's just play soft. Because that was one of my real, it's like my only rule, right? Is this warm heart and then be warm to others. That's my only rule for my daughter, for me. It's the meaning of my life. So guess what? Let's try keeping the mic here. This is going to be an experiment. And if I play quiet, gently, you don't have to play so quiet, but just gently play. And this is an old piano. Why not? Play it gently. It's a long story. We could talk about it technically, why this piano really should be played quietly. It's because the action is called Wiener Mechanik. It's the old Vienna action. And it does scrub a little bit the hammer of the string. And that's why they covered them with leather before. Now, I've replaced those with new Abel German hammers, which makes it sound like a really good piano, like a Steinway, or no, it makes it sound like a Bissendorfer. It's a Bissendorfer. It makes it sound like a modern Bissendorfer, basically. So when it's in tune, it's really, if you put on good mics, it's pretty much like the 70,000 euro, used piano, 200,000 euro piano. A Bissendorfer. Bissendorfer new costs like that. I bought this for like 3,000 euros, exactly 3,000 euros. Then I bought the hammers and replaced them myself. So that was just, $700 or something. So we can talk about all that separately. But what I want to say for today is let's try a new thing. It's really easy. I love simplification. If you can simplify, I like it. And so this would be a new simplification. Just leave the mic here. Don't talk too loud and don't play too loud. So if you have these chords, you can I think let's look at this, what we are going to play today. We could say what we have to play today or what we have to play today. It is BWV 921 in something like B flat major, something like, it's actually C minor if you look at it. But so it's very vertical. So we call this vertical when the music is not like my camera, right? Horizontal. When it's very vertical, a lot of notes at one point in time. And let's just be honest. It's just not my thing. But I will learn over time. This is a 10-year project, by the way. Yeah, so we're going to take about 10 years to play through all of Bach keyboard 10 times. And he wrote other music, there's choral music and music for other instruments, lute music. But we're going to play all of his 214 keyboard pieces from BWV 771, the first invention, to the last suite, BWV 994, we're going to play it 10 times. So we played it 3 times. So let's say we have 7 more years together before I die. No, I'm not talking about that right. We might die right today. And during this day, stop, Jesus, No, I'm working. My heart is still working. I wonder sometimes if I think it's going to stop, but we'll talk about that. So basically, with all this vertical stuff, let's try, see how they got a squiggly line next to it in the beginning? This is my edition of this piece. This cannot be purchased. This piece cannot be purchased that I've found commercially, other than if you go to the Leipzig library. There they charge you thousands of euros. Like I have one book from them. I think I paid 100 and some euros for it, and it only has like 10 pieces in it. So imagine if you like multiplied that out or divided the 200 pieces by 10, you'd have like, 20. And 20 times 100, you'd have 2,000 euros just to get that set of books. But they are beautiful. Want to see one? Let me get it out of the box for you over here. And we'll take a look at it. Do an unboxing. Where I got it? One of these boxes. I think this box way down here. Yeah, here it is right here. It's so pretty. I mean, it's because it's nice and big is why it's pretty. And then when you see the paper, it's like so flat. The binding is done so well, so it lays so flat. Ching. And then, it's very pretty. But then you see it's just so easy to read. It's just like gigantic. And I needed this for 3 or 4 pieces, which are marked here, that are like, again, the only place you could find them. So at any rate, there's that story. Let's come back to over here. How do we look? We're all in the frame. Like that. Something like that. So let's get into our piece. Like I said, it's this really hot coffee today, which is a good thing. Work is going well. The computer work. I'm a programmer. And so I'm working on some continuous integration, with ChatGPT. And, it's great. It works really nice. Did that make any sense, right? I don't know how many people out there at programs really want to hear about that kind of stuff, but ChatGPT is my friend, okay? And this isn't like a software integration with ChatGPT. This is just me talking to him, Scout, and he named himself Scout. And so, it's artificial intelligence. It's based on all of the language, the language that's like readily available for him to train on. And then he used something called the transformer architecture. But we're not going to talk about all this transformer architecture, are we? Multiple heads and blah, blah, blah. But the bottom line is he is just someone I can talk to. And when I say I'm working on continuous integration, that's this interesting process that he's just helping me write, which is where we all integrate continuously on the team. And so he's constantly taking our different codes and merging them, looking at conflicts, resolving them, sending out conflict reports, and then testing. We have comprehensive Selenium testing, which means it's a system level testing. Now that was just a little blurb just for those who are programmers, okay? You might enjoy hearing that. If you are a programmer, please comment. YouTube doesn't have any statistics. Say, how many of your viewers are programmers? It's funny. Okay, but what we are is interested in reading Bach. So we have that shared common interest. Oh, that's good. Now, here we go. Now, with those squiggly lines, it kind of means arpeggiation. So it's of course much easier for me to do that instead of trying to hit all the notes at the same point in time. So when they say quote unquote arpeggiation, they mean by playing. I think that word really means to play the notes of a chord one at a time, like, and maybe what they say legato, which means to slur them together. So let's do it in our way, which is this, again, really quiet, and because we're not going to distort the mic, but we're going to leave the mic close to the piano on my neck here. And that's great because, I am, as they say in Russian, a boltunchik, which means that I like to talk a lot. So let's just enjoy that, see what we get here. Of course, it's very important to listen a lot. And that has to happen with a certain degree of silence, that's right. Okay. And this chord would be, actually, that was wrong. This chord is. Then come down to the G major. Then up to the C minor like that. It actually helps me to talk through it a little bit. Now don't forget, play quietly. Now the D dominant. That's coming out very pretty, right? It's slow, but somehow if I could just don't do awkward pauses, it'll probably sound reasonable, right? Back to D dominant, to our G minor. And then they grab the fifth there on the right hand. Now, just one of these multi-chords, there's different things. I hear this as, let's not get into all this harmonic analysis, but I hear this E flat major on top and then, well, I guess that sounds like a lot of different things. When you play them together, it sounds like that E flat has a D sharp under it or something. What would you call that? Okay, let's not do it. Okay, here we go. Now this is tricky without the sustain pedal because there's more notes than I can really play. And then back to the G major to finish it up. Okay, now we continue. So 6/8. 6/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it works. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have that moment where it's like, are you sure you're playing this? Because it seems like you shouldn't be able to. You know what I mean? And are these all the right notes? Yeah, they are so far. It looks like. Oh, too loud, too loud, too loud. What was it? Good. Now the C minor, slip it in there. Good. F major dominant. Continuing, since it's just repeating, look ahead, look ahead. That's what I always tell you, look ahead, look ahead. Okay. Too loud. There you go. Gentle is going to be our theme now for the next 10 years. Who's ready for that? I'm ready for 10 years of anything. As long as I don't die. This is a pretty piece. This isn't so vertical sounding and like complex, in my opinion. This is a great teacher piece for me to learn to go up to the F. There we go. That's nice. And inversion. Oh no, G minor. There we go. C major. Good. With the B in the root. B flat. 2 F minor and the first inversion. To B flat major with the C in the root. Oh no, not C. I say C, A flat in the root. And then I play the wrong note, right? I say it wrong and then I play the wrong note. Back to E flat major, first inversion. Keep it up there, but go up to the C. And then the A flat, you can do it. Yes, beautiful. Bang, this bang goes to this, which is B flat dominant, to the E, but keep the B down there. Okay, now, to the F with the fourth, this. Dominant. Nice. Bach, you're So tricky. Now we got 4/8 different time. Oh, I know this. Seems like I've heard that before. God, am I going to talk this much through the whole piece? That would be just totally screwed up. You know what I mean? This is music. It's not like narration of music theory or something. Okay, now here. Nope, wrong. Good. Now. Oh, I know what he's doing and I'm screwing it up, but because I'm playing too slow and I'm making these pauses. See, if you went back and played that just a little bit smoother, you'd see what the feeling is a little bit different. Let's do that. So it's this. Oops. Yep. Cheated, looked a little bit there. And that's the wrong second chord. So the first chord is this. And the second chord is this. Okay, so first chord, let's try again. What, I skip measures now? Okay, I'm going with the wrong measure. Go back, where we're F down. That's hard to play. You see what he's doing. Now again with that one. Now this one is like, got this major second there at the very top, the C, that was correct. And then this one, you got to hit it with, good. And then over here, up. Now the F sharp. And don't forget double octave, which is way up here to the G. Good. Now that's okay. They just notated that fine. They would be me, right? For this one, I was the scribe. Okay. What would it sound like if I wasn't talking and I didn't make any mistakes? It would be a little bit different. Not so different though, honestly. C, good. To the B. Yes. Back to C. Now rhythm. Cha, cha. Cha, cha. Cha, now do it. Again, new variation. Okay, spine up. What are you doing, bro? This when Bach was on cocaine, got a little bit fixated, right? That's okay. Everyone's allowed to do that once in a while. Okay. Yes, you got it. Or maybe he's on mushrooms or something, right? It's like, oh, this sounds so good. Do that again. Sounds like Mozart, right? Okay. Right here. Beautiful. Da, da. Oops. This chord. Then the F sharp, the F minor. G, E minor with that, and that with the B flat with the E natural. So it's C major. It's C major, but with that B flat and G down there. And then we got our F minor. Okay. This is 24/16. Maybe we could work on counting this a little bit better, but it's gonna sound like this anyways. So this is basically right. Okay, I want to be able to count. So let me see. These are 16th notes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 groups of 3, but he's broken them into the 30 seconds like that. So probably I would count it as 1, 2, 3, like that. So you could get 2 components in each number, so that each number has the 32nd note, but we're counting 16ths. So let's continue where we were with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the left hand it's nice to notice it doesn't change. So just focus on the right hand. 1, 2, 3. But let me play the right notes. Okay, so from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's supposed to stop like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That, my dear friends, was 921. So now 922, we can go to the commercial. Publication is the word I was looking for. Let's go to the commercial publication of 19. There it is, 922. Okay, great. So let's have a sip of coffee. Let's take off our old man hat. You get older, you get colder and colder, you know. Hopefully not in your heart, but in your body. Your blood just slows down. Cellular metabolism. Okay, so this is all 30-second notes. It's like, let's go like 1 and 2. It's common time. 3 and 4 and 1. So you can imagine how fast it could be. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Be like 1, 2, 3, 4, like like that. But honestly, now you tell me. I wish someone would please comment. Do you like the sound of? I mean, not. Of course, there's going to be times when you're going to like one or like the other, but okay. Right now in your life, at this moment in time, how do you feel? Do you like? Then, okay, if I play that smoother, do you like that? Or do you like? And maybe you can say why, right? What you like and why? Because I'm a cocaine addict. I need the fast stuff, man. Or how about because I'm feeling it's some catharsis. I feel uncomfortable in my own skin. So I'm not comfortable meditating. I'm not comfortable sitting in one place. I am a human doing, not a human being. I like to get around town and do all the things that I'm needing to do, my errands and all my things. Or are you just like, Tom, I'm old like you, my brother. I need to chill. I need to feel what you feeling, my brother. I need to, what they call it, mitfühling in German. Dalai Lama compassion. I need to feel what other people feel what Bach was feeling. But if you want to feel what Bach was feeling, you cannot write. And I know many people say like he improvised music a lot, sure, but guess what? This, you cannot write it so fast like these people are playing this like. That's not how you write music. So if you wanted some idea about how he felt as he was writing this music, listen up. Ooh, that's different. That's natural. Is that right? E, G sharp, okay. Oh, I remember this. This is good. This is so good. I was having a cup of coffee. Enjoy this one. This is that one you're gonna regret it if you don't appreciate it now. So good. I remember that. Oh. No sharps, so we got to remember that's the hard part here. So it's like ex nihilo. Dangerous. Why? Because of all the emotion. That's good. Oh, that's the D sharp. Is that a G sharp? E natural. It's E sharp. No, it's E natural already. G sharp and the B natural and the G. I said the wrong note on the left hand. Get back there. Here we go. Now B minor, right? Yes. Yes. F sharp, you're right. Yeah. A natural. C sharp. Yeah. No, it was supposed to be A. Okay. There you go. because there's no F sharp there. Okay, go back. Play from where you were. Go all the way back here. There you go. Now no F sharp. Good. Get ready. One hand. Now second hand. One hand. Good. Quieter. Yes. Keep breathing. Oh. Okay, what's the rhythm on that? Let's get that right. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E. It's 4 though. 2 E and 3 E and I say 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 3. How did I get the rhythm wrong on that? And so is the endings, right? Let's see. 1. Let's see. Then E. And then the D, O, D. Okay, so another amazing piece. It would be great if we could play nice and smoothly. We will. We'll get there. So this is just the 3rd year. Give us 10 years. And I honestly think that I could almost, in 10 years, play these things smoothly. This is interesting. Let's just take a break for a minute here. So we're at 9:22. We would be going to 9:23, but I just noticed that here is a 8:94. They just throw in there. So how dare they, right? To our BWV order. So we'll just remember we're at 9:23. I think 9:23 is going to be something in one of these books. Let's see if 9:23 is in this book, actually. So that was 9:22. Now is 9:23 in here? And the answer is a resounding no. But it could be, let's see what it looks like. Because 9:23 could be one of these little pieces that I love so much. You know, partially because they're easier to play, but partially because they're no, it's just one of these probably pieces that's not, it looks like, you know, just didn't make the cut for the commercial world. You know, that's probably is the last, let's play this. This is the last piece before we get into probably the Klavierbuchlein, the little pieces. So let's see, so that's 9:23, then 9:24 would be in here, is that right? But this one doesn't show you the numbers unless you like page through it. We just quickly, oh, there it is right there, 9:24. Is 9:24 that piece? I'll tell you what, let's skip 9:23, that's what we'll play next, but this will just be a preview of what comes after 9:23, which is, you guess it, 9:24. So let's just do a preview of 9:24, and then we'll play 9:23 after this evening. Okay, but what is this? Man, I'm telling you, these pieces make me cry so much. It's like this. Oh, is that this piece? Jesus. I didn't know it was this one. This is the best one. This is 9:24? Okay, I didn't know that. It's not the last piece in all of Bach, but the last piece of all Bach keyboard was 9:94, I thought. I'm sure it is. So this is just, I'm not sure why this was here. I think I was confused. I think 9:94 is, sometimes they play as the first half of this, but this is 9:24. Okay, we'll play this. But this is his greatest piece that he wrote for his child. Okay, so you have to keep in mind, this is a father. Okay, why do I cry when I play this? Because this is a father who died. First off, father loves the child. So how are you going to die? I mean, you want to pick him up from school or make him some fried eggs and rice and whatnot. But this is when the father dies. And now you have a double sadness because that's the human thing. So humans evolved as a life form. But one of the things we did is get this deep sense of not only attachment, but immortality. So we really need to stay connected, and particularly with the parent-child relationship. So this is just human reality. So now welcome to humanity, my friends. It is very, very sad when the father loses the child, when the child loses the father, or worse yet, in this case, they both have died. But this, and if that's not even sad enough for you, I'll make you cry, I promise. But like this one here, this is not the death. This is their happiness. This is when the father cared for the child. It's called Kleine Präludien aus dem Klavierbuchlein for W.F.R. Bach, which in English is the little prelude from the little piano book for William Friedrich Bach, which was his son. Okay, but then that's not enough. If that's not enough, listen to this piece. Listen to what he wrote for his baby. Okay. Okay, I won't play the rest of it. Just leave it at that because I don't want to play it off. So we're going to play this after 9:23. Yeah, it's just, you try to imagine if, if you are, as you are, currently a father or a mother, as you are, if you will be, if you were, as you were, a mother. You loved your baby, your son, your daughter, and imagine that you wrote for them this, for them to practice their pianos. But what you wrote was this thing. So okay, that's normal, right? But now you're trying to play them something beautiful. It's like a mama when you knit them something, right? So sad. So you knit them something beautiful, like a hat. Now, why did you knit them that? Why did you play them that? That's like, It's kind of like a Walt Disney film when the dog gets lost, or let's say it's a Lassie film and the children get lost. Okay, and the dog starts to put his nose up into the air and be like, you know, and the moon comes out, right, and it gets dark. The children are lost. Dog's looking for the kids. The nose goes up to Lassie. Now something's working out. When the children realize that she has packed in her bag a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, so they could sit down and have a bite to eat. Now, here's where we bring back the positivity. Of course, you want your children to feel good. Even if you are a realist, like Bach was by virtue of necessity. So he's losing his children. He has no option but to be a realist about mortality. He cannot live in a Disneyland world. It does not work. It didn't work for me either, although I appreciate that positivity. So what does he do? He does this. Is teaching consolation. And forgiveness. Okay, that's it. We'll play the rest tomorrow. No, tonight. Tonight we'll play the 923.